Okay, so last time on Rejuvenating Wellton, or whatever this thing is called, we did some mini sessions. If anybody needs a recap, you just go back and watch that shit. For now, we haven't actually reunited yet. Everybody's still separate. So, Professor von Dilfenschmer has taken a short rest and used some hit dice, so he's going to go last in the rotation here. Who would like to volunteer to go first tonight?
I'll go with Bree if she's up.
Sure.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I guess we need to continue making our way back to the inn because we were passing the Noble District on our way to the inn.
That's right. You guys are taking the main road all the way back to the inn, which is over here.
You put us on the right map because all I see is Jezen's lab.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Boop. My bad. I was wondering why you guys were talking about like the bear rug. I'm like, there's no bear rug on this city map. Okay. So you guys are going to the inn. The inn is up here by the bend. How are you guys going to approach? You guys coming back to have a rest and make sure Bobby's okay? What's your plan?
Well, we need to
Sorry, Bree. Go ahead.
rally the troops and bring them back so we can explore the basement.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Is the weather improved at all, or is it still the same?
It's still pretty rainy, but you're on the back end of these showers as far as you can tell. Like it's still cloudy, but the rain is lessened somewhat. And I swear to God, you asked me the fucking wind direction or something, Sam, I'll mute you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the road conditions? Are we talking like sloppy, or is this still pretty well kept roads for this town?
This thing is a cobblestone road, so I mean it's wet and slick, and it's no longer raining so heavily that there's standing water all over the place. But yeah, the place is fairly soaked.
People, are we looking at lots of traffic, or people still hanging out indoors?
Yeah, it's pretty. The morning is going in full swing now. It's not just the folks that have to make dinners and such. It's everybody's out and about. They're just wearing cloaks to keep the rain off their faces and clothes.
So are we talking sphagnum moss or peat moss on the side of the road?
Moss.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's more of an algae. It's very slippery. You better be careful.
I approve.
What's the maximum air velocity of an unladen swallow?
I'm assuming we're going to continue having Ren do some checks to make sure we're not being followed, and keeping a general awareness of what's going around, just in case. Since we did just have people attack us, for no cause or anything like that at that house.
All right, you guys are a little paranoid about things. I get that. I want you both to make perception checks as you are going along. You're getting near the inn now, and I'm giving you guys a chance to see the shit that went down with Bobby, but you need to make perception checks to do it.
Do coconuts migrate?
Let me just roll a die here. All right, 7. That means fuck you. Roll your perception check.
DM angry, bad juju.
African or European?
I'm going to die.
It's okay. I sleep with the DM.
Yeah, she gets all the good rolls. You can tell by the 24 perception roll.
He's going to need some extra attention tonight, Bree, to make him happy after all this.
I'm so put upon. Anyway, okay, you guys are at the inn, and but as you come up the streets, like the front of the inn, you can tell right away the door is hanging off its hinges, like it's just been put up there as like a front. Bree, especially you can look at the door and tell that something's wrong. Like it does not fit on the frame like it should. The street around the inn is particularly quiet, and you're not sure why. People seem to be avoiding the area. And with your massive perception roll, you can even smell blood on the air.
What the F happened here?
Are there still bolts and corals still sticking out of the woodwork?
No, those have been collected, and Bree, you suspect that the door has been ripped off its hinges then put back on. Like there's no bolts and corals and stuff. It looks like somebody went through a little bit of trouble to at least make the inn look presentable from the outside.
'Cause, there's some things going on here that we're gonna need to be a little careful on the way in.
How about we walk on by the inn and double back and take a look and see what's going on around the inn?
Act natural as you can for being unnatural.
You're lucky we're in a tense situation, or I'd just kick the crap out of you right now.
I'm enjoying this new racist dynamic you guys got going here.
Bryn could find herself in a happy little accident if she's not careful.
Do you give piggyback rides?
Fire is not uncalled for.
Okay, so you guys are all cloaked up like everybody else. You walk past the inn, keeping a special mind to like look and see if there's any signs of foul play and people watching you and such. Let's make another perception roll just to see what you see on the way by.
Since we're already
You would.
like alert, would this be advantage?
You're on alert. That's why you're getting a another perception roll. This is about specifics,
I got you.
guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah, stop with the huge rolls. I have to tell you everything. Okay, so as the two
Light.
as the two of you walk by, the inn has definitely been spruced up. There are gouges in the wood that weren't there before. The smell of blood is quite apparent to Ren now. Something happened inside the inn. There's no fire burning. There's no smoke coming out of the chimney. And on the other side of the street, you see a couple heads, like maybe the tops of helmets or the tops of cloaks, poking out of either from windowsills or from like behind wagons. And there's a couple guys leaning against awnings, staying out of the rain with their arms folded, that are giving you more than your due attention.
Like do they recognize it's us they're looking for, or is it just that they're watching everybody?
They're watching everyone. Like nobody's head like turns to just follow you, but you can tell that they are watching and waiting for something. You guys are on it tonight. Look at you.
You've got to go in the back. Go in the back.
My dear Ren, I do believe we should not enter the inn. I do believe that there's a trap waiting for us.
Okay, but where's Bobby? I feel like Bobby is a thing that we should maybe try and figure out where he is.
And now she's calling half orcs things.
So, do you think that you and I can take care of Bobby on our, or take care of this trap on our own, or should we try and rally? Because there are more of us we could bring to bear if they start wandering back, or they could also wander into the trap if we're not careful. Right now, we have no idea if their friends are right on their way to come right here and get in the middle of this.
Which direction do you think they'd be coming from? So maybe we can head them off before they get here.
There's only two of us, so the best we could do is one side of the main road each and try and keep an eye out.
Do we know where they headed, where they went?
You know where everybody was headed. You guys told each other where you were going. You know that one group was going to the Noble District. Professor von Dilfenschmer was going to the Academy.
Okay, so the academy. Okay, I see it now. Sorry, I didn't zoom out. There's still a chance one of them could come in from the north side of things. So most likely they will be coming from the south, though. I could post fuse up on the north end of the road, and then you could watch for them coming down from the way we came.
Okay. Can I sense Spidey?
That's a good question.
Is he a familiar or is he just a companion?
Animal companion.
But I can summon him and stuff.
Hold on, I'm checking right now. Okay, I'm gonna say that you can sense what direction Bitey is in, and it's to the southeast.
Could I summon him?
Only if he died.
Got it. but I can tell that he's to the southeast.
Yeah.
Okay. So Fuse, it sounds like, I mean, it feels like Bitey's to the southeast, so that I'm hoping that means Dolph is with him. I don't think we should split up, just considering the look of these crazy ass soldiers or whoever they are. What do you say we head south?
I agree, but we should keep the inn in view at the very least in case they do happen to come in from the way we're not watching.
Do I have any like hearing or anything that I could do to try and listen for Bobby?
You can try to track him, but you would need to go inside the inn to pick up the beginning of the trail. I mean, your stealth skill is pretty good, um, and it's possible you could track Bobby to wherever he went, but you can have to do a little bit of work for it. You've got advantage on tracking humans and humanoids. That means you could probably track Phil.
Hmm.
Is it half?
You,
What?
you can half track Bobby since he's half orc.
I could try and track Phil. Fuse, what do you think?
I think if you go in there, you're going to die.
Probably.
I'm not good
Okay.
on wasting life unnecessarily.
All right. I know where Bitey is, and at least he would give us some more power. So yeah, let's do this.
I think we're just going to post up here near the end and keep an eye out for our friends to show along and keep watching to see if any more things develop at the inn.
Okay, you two. Which group is next? Bobby and Phil, or Rui, Maniacal, and Nightshade?
That would be Rui, Maniacal, and Nightshade.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Okay, so last our session, we had finished beating up a group of city guards and rescuing the girl. What's her name?
Katrina.
Katrina.
Let me put some art on there for you so you can have her there. Go ahead, continue. I will do it.
Yeah. So we need to get Katrina safely away because the city guards were wanting to come after her. Her personal guards, once the mother figures out that she's not in her bedroom anymore, are going to be scouring the city like something fierce. So we thought that we needed to take her to a place that guards aren't going to look for her. Where's the last place that anyone is going to look for a noble person? And our thought was the slums. So we are going to go and take Katrina to the slums area. And we're going to do a small side quest while doing a different little side quest. If you remember, once upon a time, we met a genie we met a pot vendor who told us to go look for a dude in the common area of the slums so that Rui could find her a pot, you know. And also, we need to find some different clothes for Katrina because right now she's all dolled up in her noble garb in the really nice clothes, and so they're going to be looking for a girl in really nice clothes. So we need to get her a change of clothes so she could be more incognito, so it'll be easier to move her around the city. The slums is right near the noble district, so we're going to dash over into the noble district, and I would like to use my enhanced sense of smell to try to smell out someone cooking, because traditionally someone cooking is probably going to be a woman who's probably going to have some sort of clothing that we can purchase off of her. So I would like to use, I guess, a perception check to see if I can find the best smelling breakfast brunch thing going on around.
Okay, so you guys are going to be doing this in the slums, right?
That is correct. We're going to the slums right over here.
Okay, cool. So you guys are in the slums. Bobby and Phil are probably in a different part of it. Like you guys aren't gonna meet up until I don't know until that actually happens. So you roll really well. It's a pretty big place. Anyway, go ahead and roll for your senses, and we'll see what happens.
I guess what perception? Perception?
Yep, perception. And since you're trying
Wait.
to smell something, you're rolling for advantage, right?
Yeah.
11 and 11. Okay. So,
So I don't smell the best smelling stuff, but I smell something.
yeah, like other than the smell of shit and unwashed bodies, you do pick up on a little bit of something roasting over a fire somewhere. It leads you to like a little ramshackle hut that is being manned by a woman in an apron. She's a kind of a larger lady, and it looks like this is a business instead of a home. She's kind of got this stall made out of like scrap wood and metal and such. Keeps the rain off and everything, but it's more like the size of like a food truck as opposed to like a house. You know what I mean?
All right.
So she's stirring a like a stew over the fire, and she eyes you when you come up. You guys obviously don't fit in here. You're a little bit well dressed, better dressed, and you've got weapons and such. People in the slums generally are dressed in sort of like a ragtag sort of assortment of stuff. So she looks at you like, "Hey, these people have coin. What do you want to say to her?"
I suppose I'm gonna walk up to her and say, "Oh, hello there. How are you today?"
It's pissing rain outside. Got me stew though. You want some stew?
Maybe. What you make the stew out of?
Meat, mushrooms, onions.
Is it a doggy stew?
Don't tell anybody I told you this, but yeah, there might be some dog in here.
Oh, Rui definitely want to try.
Rui's got a hard on for dogs or what?
Hey, I don't know. I'm just rolling with it.
Okay, so she says, she turns to you as like 10 copper.
Oh, okay, okay. So, Rui have the 20 copper if you have some information.
I generally like to take tips.
Okay.
What you want to know?
Rui want to know where we find the dress for the pretty lady here.
That thing? She looks at the girl. By now, Katrina is sopping wet, and the dress doesn't look like much, but she the lady has a surprisingly like appraising sort of look. She's like, "You could trade it in over there, down the street, two corners left. There's a tailor. Well, there's a clothing shop there. You might find something for her."
Oh, okay, okay. Rui kind of turns to Maniacal and Hellshade, who is sitting on Maniacal's shoulder. You want a stew also?
No, I'm good. But you better make sure that there's no snitches.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, miss. Things in the slums. We don't get a lot of guards down here. Not a lot of people to snitch to, if you know what I mean.
Good to hear.
Listen, you folks be careful, all right? You don't look like you belong here. People be watching you.
That's why we want to get more comfortable.
Right,
Okay, all right. So Rui reaches into her pouch and takes 20 coppers, 25 coppers out of her pouch and places it in the dish or whatever is the chip tray, whatever, you know.
All right. She
And
smiles she smiles at you. She can notice she's missing a few teeth. She's like, "Thank you, love. Listen, don't be hanging around here too much. You catch the wrong attention, you'll have trouble on your hands. All right? Get going where you're going, and get into cover.
oh, Rui, thank you very much. What's your name?
Forget my name. Just send people my way if they want some stew. All right?"
Oh, Ritu, Ritu. And she sniffs the stew and takes a small bite. Mmm. Yes, a very good dog stew.
The lady is a little bit confused at this. She generally doesn't have people like her stew that much, but she smiles anyway and goes back to stirring.
All right, so we're gonna go. What was it? Two corners and a left.
Yeah, you can make it, no problem. I mean,
I was just trying to get whatever you said.
yeah, those are arbitrary directions. You guys can make it to the shop just fine.
All right, so we're gonna go to the clothier shop, and I suppose we're gonna. Is it? Oh, is this something we walk into, or do we need to rap on the door?
No, you could just walk in.
All
It's
right.
a pretty crappy building. I mean, there's holes in the walls and there's pots and stuff catching leaks from the roof. But it looks like the tailor has like a bunch of stuff on the racks that you guys can get. The lady that runs it is she's quiet, but she's pretty nice as long as you've got coin.
Okay. So I don't know if I mentioned this previously. So when Rui is stationary, she doesn't stand erect. She'll usually like to perch on a chair or a table or a small side wall, something that's like waist height or lower. But she usually kind of sits down on all fours. So like if you walk into a place that has a counter, she'll usually like hop up on the counter and kind of settle herself on the counter.
Okay,
Um,
this place does have a counter right in front of the shopkeep.
yeah, yeah. As opposed to like Tora, who will stand erect. And normally, like a normal full person, Rui is still, that half of her is gone for right now in her shadow. Um, so yeah, so Rui walks in, like she walks normally, but then when she stops to stop, she usually sits on something, like cats do. But yeah,
Right.
Like in a box or a circle.
well, not that much,
as
but
as you approach the counter, like the lady doesn't know your intentions, and as you walk up to her and you start touching her counter, you can see her reach under the counter for something. But once she sees you perch on the thing and like just kind of chill there for a second, she puts her hand back on the table and lets you see it again. It's a
so,
pretty rough neighborhood.
yeah. Oh, hello, shopkeeper lady. Hello. Good day to you.
Good day. Can I help you?
You have the clothes here for sale?
Yeah, what you see is what I've got. It's all on the racks. As long
Oh.
as you've got the coin for it.
Oh, you no worry about coin. You no worry. You no worry. You help us today. Little girl over here, she need to trade the clothes. She have the clothes on. They pretty nice. We need other clothes. We need new clothes for her today. You have clothes?
All right. She gets up from behind the counter and comes over to Katrina. Katrina just kind of stands there sheepishly, like she doesn't really get appraised like this very often, right? The lady like walks around Katrina in like a slow circle and says like, "Never worked on a real lady before. This girl is not my kind of clientele. But you know what? I've always wanted to fit one of you folks, and if I do a good job, you mind sending people my way?" And Katrina's like, bet on it, I think. The two of and so the tailor like goes on to like a couple racks and like brings out a few pieces and has Katrina kind of like put them up against herself, and then she takes some measurements, and the two girls seem to hit it off pretty well. And then finally, after the whole like a whirlwind of sort of tailoring activity, Katrina now has a new dress. And the shopkeeper tells you that as long as you're not like particularly attached to this dress that you're giving her, she's going to take it apart and use it for scraps.
What does Katrina say about it?
Katrina says, "No, don't worry about it. I'm not. No, that is a like one of many dresses that I have."
I
I'm
guess
imagining like
so.
a
That
Taylor montage.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a montage here. I just can't put music
and
on it, or
there's
else I'll get copyright struck.
um and there's during this montage, the song "Dancing Queen" is playing in ominously in the background. Yeah, you know.
Perfect, perfect.
um so yeah, so I guess the clothier would look at me and go for an answer about the dress, and she oh no, you can have the dress we trade, you have.
All right. Can't sell it to any of my usual folks, and just having it in the shop might make me a target. So I'm going to take it apart and use it for other stuff.
That's very
Listen,
good. We need the discretion on this one. We need the discretion so we
all
don't
right,
have to come back here and they don't have to come back here.
roll a persuasion so for discretion.
All right.
All right, that's pretty good. So the lady, as she's talking to you, she doesn't like you sitting on her counter, but her eyes soften as you motion toward the girl and you ask her for some discretion. She's like, you look like folks on the run, and that's something I can get behind. Fuck the police. And she sends you on your way.
Yeah, can we ask if there's anything we need to know about the slums before we slum it today?
Just don't become a target. If the way you guys look and the way you're equipped and dressed, you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Even the girl, you can dress her up all you want, but the way she stands, the way she moves, the way she talks, she's not a slum girl. Just get inside as quickly as possible and avoid eye contact.
All right. John, I have switched computers since the first session. I do not remember the name of the person we're supposed to seek out for the catnip pot.
His name is Minky. I had to look it up, but
Minky.
his name is Minky.
All right. So as we're leaving, I turn back to the shopkeeper and just ask off the cuff, "Oh, say, shopkeeper, you ever heard of the Minky?"
I thought you were trying to avoid attention.
Oh,
Minky,
that
he's
get us the attention?
Minky is well known around here. Let's just say that. If
Oh, so people on the run no one to talk to Minky?
Oh no, I'm sure you can talk to him, but if you don't want attention from the wrong kind of folks, well, I'd say that you're safer not talking to Minky.
Oh,
But that's just me.
oh.
You look like dangerous folks. Maybe you can handle it.
You know where to get the catnip pot?
Minky. that's all, that's all
Oh,
I could. You can get it from Minky. I'm just saying, be careful when you're dealing with the guy, okay?
uh-huh. Maybe they'll wait for later.
I don't I don't know the guy personally. I just know he operates around here somewhere.
Okay, thank you, nice lady. You have a good day. Hopefully I never see you again.
All right, stay safe, everyone. It cost you 3 silver, by the way. You can deduct that from your inventory.
I don't even remember how many silvers I've spent right now. Do you?
Bobby,
That was 3 from
Yes.
that's fine. We're gonna go to Bobby for now, okay?
okay, that's fine.
All right, Bobby. You and Phil are traveling through the slums, and you two begin to realize just how out of place you are. Citizens of the slums are universally dressed in ragged or heavily patched clothes. Everyone has hungry looks in their eyes as they look toward you and Phil limping through the muddy streets. Your plate armor and Phil's obviously upscale if bloody clothes mark you both as outsiders. Most buildings are ramshackle things of thin wood, scavenged metal scraps and flimsy doors, but one of the buildings that you guys pass is not. One of the buildings on the corner of two small, nearly identically crooked streets is made of solid bricks at the base and unblemished wood doors and windows. Whereas most buildings have shady characters leaning against their walls to shelter from the rain or beggars' tents pitched beside them, this one stands alone. Pedestrians walk by without giving it a glance, and birds even steer clear of the roof. And the sign says the Red Light Inn. I think you told me before you were before we logged off last time you were looking for an inn, right?
Yes.
So I wrote it in. What would you like to do?
Well, I look at Phil. I was like, Phil, we're going in there.
Going where?
I don't in the red light inn.
The what? The what?
That inn.
And his eyes, like, uh, as you point him over there, either he's having a hard time with blood loss, or his eyes just kind of glaze over as he's looking around. He's like, "Okay, just lead the way." Okay, it's been a rough morning.
You want me to princess carry you?
No, no, I'll follow you. Just
Because
Lead the
I'll do
way.
it.
No, I know I am not a princess. Just give me a hand when I'm walking, okay?
I like to go to the inn. Want to stay on alert because I'm rather peculiar as why this was so well kept up and why is everyone avoiding it.
All right, perception check. Hmm, not bad. Okay. Folks just seem to ignore the place. And the stonework and everything is like immaculate for the slums. It does look extremely out of place. I mean, you're not sure exactly why, but you can also sense a sort of wrongness to it. But you're not sure if it's a bad wrong. In fact, it's a little bit familiar.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go right on it.
All right. Inside, you turn a corner and like you come in the door, turn a corner, and there's the bar, and behind it is a what looks like a half elf man. He's got like really dark skin and like white hair. He's like, "Hello, how may I help you, Shade?
Shade.
Shade, how may I help you?"
Ah, whatever. I need a shower.
Showers are available to to valid customers. May I see your signet, please?
Sure.
What is it you're going to show him? He's asking for a signet. That's usually like a ring or a symbol or something.
Well, my father's a famous merchant, but I doubt they'll know anything about our signet from there.
Ah, okay. Oh, oh no, you are not a shade. Yet you are here, in this building. That is most vexing.
Is there a problem?
My apologies. If you are not a shade, then I will have to torture you for information, then extinguish you. And he walks out from behind the counter, and you can see him start to like ready to grab you.
The fuck?
What would you like to do?
Expeditious retreat! Expeditious retreat!
Back away.
All right. You bump into Phil, who then bumps into the door. The door appears to be gone.
Oh no.
Well, fuck. I push Phil away and activate my shield.
Please do not resist. So he goes to grab you, and like you can feel like he's really strong. He grabs you by the shoulders and he attempts to like haul you away from Phil. But when his hands like make contact with your shield, he steps back like he's shocked, and then he steps back behind the bar like very stiff. It's like, and he says, "The nature and origin of your magic has changed this social equation. Calculating, calculating, calculating. Calculation complete. You are not an agent of the Shadowfell, a shade. However, you are pact-bound to a being of the Shadowfell. Therefore, you are able to perceive and enter this building. This is an unforeseen interaction with the Shade contract, and this must be rectified. However, this is no fault of yours, and the contract under which this location is bound shall apply to you until your business here is concluded. Be welcome here in the Red Light. There is food and drink as well as beds. This Marl is at your service."
Okay, information first. What just happened?
I am a Marl. This is a Red Light. This inn is available to shades, or agents of the Shadowfell. This is normally considered a safe house, or a safe location for sleeping and for planning jobs. You are here because of a loophole in the contract that no one has foreseen. Your magic, I'm making an educated guess that you are bound to a weapon of the Shadowfell, and therefore considered a warlock among your people, lets you come in, lets you see this inn and then enter. Otherwise, you would not have seen and you would not have entered. Am I correct?
Yes, and I summon my weapon to show him.
Indeed, you are bound to a being of the Shadowfell. Therefore, you are welcome, for now, until the contract is rectified. I am a Marl, and I will be able to assist you.
Does this place extend out to my companion here?
Indeed, it is available for you and for guests, just like it would be with a shade.
Ah, good. We need a place, some food, place to rest, and a shower.
This is all available underneath the inn in the basement.
How much is this going to run me?
It is free of charge. The shade contract stipulates that all monetary value is paid within the Shadowfell, not in the material plane.
Goody. Shower it is then.
All right,
Can
so
I? Is
um,
there anyone here that's a doctor?
there
Or
is
is there
no
anyone
one
else here?
currently here in this particular red light inn, but I am currently interacting with 7 other red light inns at the time in other locations on the material plane. Would you like me to contact them?
If I can get a hold of a doctor, that would be nice.
My apologies. There are no doctors available within 3 months of your location.
Well, food, shelter, and shower it is.
Very well. Come this way. And he leads you over to like a trap door behind the bar. There's like a trap door and like a ladder going down. And below you can see it's pretty well lit. There's a fire going, and there's like fresh water and such.
Excellent. Phil, you first. I'll keep going.
I advise you to be careful while you go down. Otherwise, you may slip, and therefore your business within the material plane will be at risk.
Slip?
The ladder can get sometimes a little slippery. There is steam coming from the water for the baths.
Got it.
All right, so you guys, you want to go down there? That's fine. So down there, you found like the standard sort of inn stuff, but with like really nice touches, like a hot bath and like a table with dried goods, and there's places to cook food and such.
This is nice. Phil, how you
What the fuck just happened?
doing? Don't ask me. First I ever heard of it.
Where did he just say he's in 7 other inns at the same time?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Hey, look, there's food.
Oh yeah, food, great. That's best not to think about it, right?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
want too many questions and they get pissed off and, I don't know, rape you?
Well, that would be a cap to my morning. All right, Professor von Dilfenschmer, what would you like to do?
Well, I am not having, any kind of rush, so I'm gonna slowly stroll my way out of the academy into the market
Okay.
and browse, see how the daily wares are.
All right. The
Maybe a few more flasks.
the daily wares are rather nice, and you're enjoying your morning after killing a shadow demon underneath the academy. What is your plan for the day, sir?
Peruse, see if I can find any other unique items inside the market, and slowly make our way back to the inn. I am obviously unaware of any other wrongdoings, and I have no urgency in my matters.
All right. The market is mostly full of like food. There's a couple like toy vendors. There's a few folks with like staves, maybe a bow or something, but you don't see anything particularly It doesn't stand out to someone of your genius level intellect.
Is there any mead being traded or sold?
No, the Mijuv is not traded by small vendors such as this. When you ask about it, they say that in the Mijuv dispensary, there's Mijuv dispensaries all over the city, such as like out of warehouses and from the factory itself.
The central market. Okay.
No, the central market is full of folks that travel into town and sell their stuff. Mijuv dispensaries are elsewhere. If you want to go to one, that's fine. You can go to one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to one and procure some more mead.
Okay.
Some fresh stock, as you would.
All right. So, what kind of interaction do you want this to be? Are you trying to like just go buy some so you can analyze some more of it?
Go buy some, analyze, haggle, cheap price,
Okay. So,
possibly turn a bunch of cancerous stuff into other things.
okay. So the guy at the booth, there's like a large building. It looks like it could be a warehouse. It's like got a concrete floor. It's very modern. It's got electric lights and like a slanted roof to keep the rain off. A guy in a booth outside of like the double warehouse doors. As you walk up, there's like a line of people, and it moves pretty fast. But like upon standing in the line, you notice that everyone is walking away with like maybe like a sixer of Mijuv. And when you get there, the guy says, "Ah, welcome, welcome. From out of town, are we?"
Yes, yes. I've heard wonderful things about this darling new elixir y'all have.
Yes, it's a miracle of the modern world, let me tell you. This stuff will cure what ails you and leave you feeling like a million gold pieces afterward. How much can I get you?
Well, as a traveler, I wouldn't want to impose on you. 2 or 3 vials will do me, but is there any particular way I can meet the inventor? This seems too good to be true. I would like to understand this.
Oh, let's talk Dr. Torgo. He is the CEO and founder of our company. He's a wonderful man, a real renaissance man of this world. He's done so much for the community that really it's hard to get a hold of him. If you don't find him at our Mijuv headquarters, you could find him uh, curing the sick and helping the needy by giving them jobs. You might even find him on his country estate, where we have our employee retreat every now and then.
Such an honorable man.
I know he's wonderful. I don't know what we would do without him.
Why, I must learn from this man. Is there any applications for a somewhat skilled alchemist coming through town?
As a matter of fact, there are. I am allowed to give out a few applications per day. Now, what do you think you would bring to the Mijuv family?
As I said, I am a somewhat talented alchemist, dabbling in a few things here and there. Why, just this morning I've already made myself a little flight potion.
An alchemist, you say?
Yes,
And you want to come work for us? Wonderful. Usually we have alchemists that are just angry as all hell with us because we've taken so much of their business by having such a wonderful product, an effective product. But you want to come join us. That's wonderful. It's a breath of fresh air. Here's an application and a non-disclosure agreement. We can't have you telling anybody about what you might know or what you might find on your interview whenever you come to see us.
I understand. I understand. Completely discretionary. I,
You can fill out the application anywhere, but you have to bring the application to the Miju factory itself to actually get an interview. I am just authorized to give them out.
well, I thank you, kind sir. And how much for the 3 vials?
That'll be 15 gold.
My. Profits are good.
I wouldn't say profit so much as the way to make these things is a little bit expensive, and we can only afford to give to the more wealthy clientele.
Understand, completely understand. And I hand in my 15 gold.
All right, enjoy your Mijuv, sir. I hope you don't get too hurt before you get to take it.
You and me both. Thank you, kind sir. And I take the application and just stroll right along,
Oh,
reading over the non-disclosure.
okay. So you strolling. Make a perception check. All right, you think you're not being followed.
Why would I ever have cause to be followed?
Yeah, you get good question. Good question.
So I'm gonna slowly walk towards the factory and turn in my application.
Where are you gonna fill it out? It's a pretty thick sort of thing.
Oh, then I guess I will continue to head towards the end, across the bridge and to the northern side.
I haven't written the Miju factory portion yet.
I kind of figured as much.
You gotta go somewhere else, dick cheese. Okay. Where do you want to go?
Towards the end, I need to fill out this application post haste.
Okay. I just want to ask you before you go anywhere. Um, Yesterday, whenever you and I did the mini session, you said you wanted to go speak to the head wizard again, Niljash. Is there been a change of plans, or have you forgotten?
Completely forgot.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Go where you want to go. But if you want to go to talk to Niljash, I just want to remind you.
Yeah, but you also said that the convergence was happening, and I figured I'd wait till after the convergence before bothering him.
Yeah, the peak of the alignment is tomorrow. Today is the alignment eve, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till after the alignment, so he's not, trying to jump down my throat.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I
Um,
can get more information then.
cool. Ren, Fuse, any change
So,
in what you guys want to do?
so the DM's gonna have to rewrite that one.
Pfft, no, I accounted for everything that you could do right now.
Um,
Pfft,
hurry up, guys.
Yeah, we kind of expected them to come back a little sooner, but I guess they'll just have to continue staking out the place unless Ren has other ideas.
Can I mean, has anything changed? Should I do any perception checks or?
yeah, go ahead and do a perception check. Meh.
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 Yeah.
Two mehs. That's
I
okay.
rub off.
It's okay. You rolled higher than me, so nothing has changed. You guys are not being watched so far. But you do see um, a horse and wagon being like driven up in front of the inn, and then it pulls around back.
Tell us more about the wagon. Like, is it covered wagon, open wagon?
The wagon is like a flatbed. Whoever's driving it is cloaked up, so you don't exactly see them or their face. But the wagon pulls around back. There's nothing in it at the moment. It looks like it's ready to load something up.
What do you say, Ren? Should we stay here and keep waiting for our friends?
I really don't want to go back into that inn without at least a couple more friends. Can I tell that Bitey's on the move though?
You can tell that Bitey's a little bit closer to you now, and he's moved a little bit, but he is currently taking a leisurely sort of pace about things.
Well, Ren,
Get
you
here,
think you could find
Bitey.
Dr. Bitey on your own if I were to stay here and continue watching the inn?
Possibly, but he's being a freaking slowpoke.
Do you think you could go find him and I could stay here and watch the inn?
Sure, I can definitely do that. Especially since nothing has changed.
Boom, boom.
Well, the one thing changed. I'm doing this through dice rolls, so
Yeah.
yeah. Ren, if you want to travel down to Dr. Bitey, I can just assume you make your way through the city. All I want you to do, if you're being careful, just make a stealth check.
Just that, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal or anything. Yeah, you're
It's
pretty sure
still
you
race.
blend in with everybody. So, you find Dr. Bitey chillaxing with Professor von Dilfenschmer in the marketplace. Dilfenschmer is currently squeezing like two cantaloupes at once, like in a really awkward way you wish you didn't see.
With the chest height and just staring at him longingly.
Yeah.
Dilf, get over here. Stop playing with your boobs, and I need your help.
Whoa, I never said anything about his melons. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna look around, puzzled. What?
Dill!
Who?
So Dr. Bitey walks up to you and he's like, "Rah," and he wants some scratches on the head. And now I'm handing him back over to you, so you're controlling Dr. Bitey again, all right?
Okay, so Bitey sees that I'm kind of agitated, and he starts like kind of, I don't know, wiggling, or it looks like he needs to go somewhere, but he doesn't know where to go because obviously. So I'm like, Dilf, come on, we have to go. There's some crap going on at the inn, and we need to take care of it.
I swear, you people will never give me a day's break. All right, let us go. I guess must go with post haste.
Have you seen Bobby?
The orc? No. The pretty boy hasn't been by the academy all morning. I've been dealing with other such things and phantasms.
I'm a little concerned considering the fact that I smelled blood at the inn, and
Oh,
I have not seen hide nor hair of him since.
did you see any black or blue smoke coming out of the second story?
No.
Okay, then we're good. I mean, there might be other problems, but okay, let us head back and find out what's going on.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are going to go back to the inn, is that correct? Or back to Fuse at least?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you all to make a perception check now, as this is to last you the whole trip. Wow, your rolls were so good at first, Bree.
It's okay. I covered her. It's
Yeah.
all good.
All right, so you, Professor von Dilfenschmer, using your superior intellect, can tell that it's not exactly a hard tail, but you guys are being tailed by a shorter figure in a cloak. I mean, it's pretty good at blending in with everybody else, seeing as like everybody else is wearing a cloak. But this one has been following you guys for the entire trip. You can't be sure he might have been following you from the market.
Hmm. It seems we've picked up a tail, young lady.
Cow, what's next? Can I do any sort of, I don't know, awesome ranger check?
I think you used yours for today, right? The sensing thing, like the primeval awareness.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but if you want to do something else, like more involved, that's fine. What do you want to do?
Hmm.
I would act like we don't see them. Perhaps they will lead us to something more enticing.
Okay.
So shall we meet up with the robot?
Yeah, he's watching, but since we have a tail, I'm a little hesitant to bring them right to Fuse.
Hmm. Perhaps we lead them down an alley. You double back, and we corner them right in front of Fuse.
I don't hate that idea, especially since it seems they're pretty short. Apparently, I don't like anybody.
Okay, so this plan is you're going to lead the guy down the alley, corner him, or pincer him.
Yes, have Rin break off from us with her excellent stealth away from us, and pincer behind while I meet up with Fuse.
So you and Bitey are going to walk on like nothing's happened, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all right, you guys take a corner, and then just when you're just getting around the corner, Ren, you're going to try to hide. So make your stealth check. Yeah, pretty good. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to like climb a wall? Do you want to like duck down in some garbage? What do you want to do?
Well, it's raining, right?
Yeah, it's raining.
I can hide practically in thin air.
Ah, yes. So Dilfinchmer, whenever you turn your head again, you can just Ren is gone, and it's like she slipped between the raindrops and she's gone.
I'm gonna do my best not to act like I noticed.
Okay. So after like I don't know, about 50 feet or so, the figure that's been following you comes around the corner. He passes within like arm's reach of you, Ren, but he doesn't see anything, and he continues on following Dilfenschmer and Bitey. But you can tell like the realization when he sees that somebody's missing, he stops really suddenly and looks around like he's trying to find something that's wrong.
Can I see any more of him? Like, could I do a perception or any sort of check to see?
Yeah, you go ahead and make a perception check. Damn. What is with you and your ranger stuff? Okay. So the wind blows just right. His cloak kind of comes up for a moment, and you see like these black pants and shoes, and the pale skin on the guy's like fists. It it all gives off this familiarity, you might say, with the last location that you and Fuse went. You you think back and you remember a man diving out of a window and landing on Fuse.
Son of a bitch! It's those
Did you say that guy was
freaking weirdos.
following Dilfenschmer though?
What now?
Wasn't that guy supposed to be following Dilfenschmer?
He is, but he knew that Ren was with them.
So I'm thinking this. I'm not actually like exclaiming out loud, "Son of a bitch," while the guy's rocking right next to me, but son of a bitch. So I mean, I'm guessing it's not. Obviously, it's not the same guy, but it is the same guy because he's like a clone thing or something.
I don't know.
Her, her, her.
What do you guys want to do with your newly pincered whatever?
Well, if we fight him in town, he'll probably have some help. Are there any specific places where we can have a little privacy?
You're in an alleyway that's semi-private right now. You know of the inn. You know of the stable where your black carriage and team are housed. That's about it, though. You guys have gone to a few hot button locations, but you're not sure where you would go to have privacy yet.
So wait, Dilf and Bitey were expecting me to pincer move him, right? So we were
Any
gonna fight him.
Yeah.
any kind of noise that you make, I would immediately turn around and pounce, so to say. But we could continue to try to lead him towards Fuse, if you wish.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
He'll still follow me in Bitey.
Okay. So you and Buddy continue on your way with at your leisurely pace. Like the guy lets you get a little bit further away, and his head is turning around all the time, but he never spots Rin. He's still following you and Doctor Bitey, but you can tell he's a bit more uneasy now.
Does he have any companions or anybody that maybe helping him?
So as the guy walks away, you're waiting, right? You're waiting to move. Nobody seems to be following him, or at least not anywhere near him or keeping in line of sight of him.
Gotcha. Uh, Rui says use the guild whistle. Who has the guild whistle? Does Mark?
Rui's making shit up, but you guys can have a guild whistle if you want.
It's a whistle. You use your mouth to produce a whistle.
Yeah,
Except for Bitey, he doesn't have
I'm
lips.
thinking hardware. Do we have a guild whistle?
not to my knowledge.
Oh,
Hey,
come
you
on.
remember the handbook of hand signals that everybody in the Ghouls Engages Guild knows? It's
Except we're not a guild.
basic military operational mercenary bullshit. But whatever. If you don't want to have one, then we can not have one. I'm just trying to figure out a way to move the story along a little bit.
You can go to someone else if you want to, John, while we work this out.
Okay. Let's see. Rui, Nightshade, and Maniacal. What you guys doing?
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just
You're fine. Let's move on. We'll do what you guys are doing. They were about to get into a thing anyway, and they might need a moment to plan.
okay. Well, Rui's missing half her HP, and now that we've taken care of, and so is Maniacal, and so now that we've taken care of getting Homegirl to be a bit more incognito, we need a place to lie low in the slums. So we're gonna go take a look around and see if we can't find a place to lie low.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for perception. Um, given you and Nightshade's natures, like finding the inn that Bobby is in is actually pretty high because it resonates so well with folks of the Shadowfell.
Okay, so roll advantage.
Yeah, but both of you can roll advantage on perception. 20's not bad. Oh, the dragon doesn't know what the fuck's going on, why you guys are going in this particular direction. But, there's money that way probably. Okay.
Sorry, she's working on it.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Rui, you can feel yourself being compelled to look in a certain direction all the time, and seeing as how your instincts are trained to that sort of thing, you can sense a bit like a piece of the Shadowfell somewhere over that direction. It feels a little bit like home.
Wait a second. Where's Cody? I've not heard him.
Yeah.
With them.
He's here.
What she said.
So we're gonna go there.
He's a strong silent type.
Do I need to say anything else
No,
besides we're gonna go there?
you're good. You can feel yourself compelled to look that direction all the time, and if you follow your instincts, you should make it there, no problem. Uh, you see the same building Bobby did. You see like the good brickwork, the good wood. You see the inn that says the Red Light Inn, and it feels familiar. You don't know what you're walking into, but it's the same stuff that Bobby saw. Those of you that are not part of the Shadowfell, such as Katrina and Maniacal, you feel your eyes try to slide off the thing. Like it's got like a sort of "don't notice me" sort of aura to it. But with Rui and Nightshade, you can get in.
Okay. I guess I'm going to then take the girl by the hand and say, uh, Rui think you'll be okay in here. You might feel a little bit bad, but it's okay. Rui think that we're going to be okay.
Yeah, and I hop over to the golden dragon's shoulder.
Okay. So you guys go into the inn. The same thing happens. The guy's behind the counter. He's wiping it down. He says, "Hello. How may I help you, Shade?" Or Shades.
Oh, hello! Funny to see you here.
Yes, funny to see you as well. I am a Marl, and you are welcome in this establishment. I believe you are connected to the man that I have in my basement.
Oh, you have man in your basement?
Yes, indeed. He is a guest here. This
Oh,
is a
maybe we
most
have to
vexing
fun.
situation with all of you being here. However, since since the Shadowfell works off of the using of promises and contracts, you are all safe here for a time. Ruby and Nightshade, both of you guys are from the Shadowfell, so you know what a shade is, and you know that you're getting led into this thing that you probably shouldn't be, but you're happy for it all the same.
Yeah. That's the Shadowfell for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't ask questions. Let's just go on in. Let's go.
yeah, and politeness kind of reigns supreme among the Fae of the Shadowfell, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a guest, you're a guest.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you, Marl.
Nightshade and I will
That was
pay for it
fun.
later, but for now.
Yeah. This Marl is happy to assist you at this time.
Oh, thank you. We go downstairs, maybe clean up a little bit, get our food, and rest.
Okay. So you guys go down the same ladder Bobby did. It's very slippery because it's super steamy in here for some reason. And you've come and you find Bobby in a hot tub, you know, getting himself clean.
Naked.
Yeah, green naked dude.
Well, Rui seeing that and wanting to relax and get something and some nice cleanliness and nothing, like instantly disrobes and jumps straight in with Bobby.
The hell? Oh,
Things just got real up in here.
Oh, hello, Bobby. Oh, this feels so good.
Now,
Oh,
upon seeing Katrina, Phil's like, Katrina! And he like limps over to her and attempts to like pick her up, but his abs hurt him so bad from getting shot in the gut with a crossbow that he can only make like a little sound, then just like pretend he didn't do it.
I'm gonna
Rui, is that you?
wait. What did he say?
I was asking if it was you. Bobby's all struck. Someone just jumped in his fucking tub.
Oh, just you, Bobby. Hello, Bobby.
The hell are y'all doing here?
Oh, Bobby, I am the shade.
Yes. Doesn't answer my question.
Bobby, I am the shade. This is House of the Shade. I need the shade.
Yeah, how did you get in here is really the question.
Best not to ask. Tell you the truth, I don't know.
Back at you, buddy.
Perhaps it's a conversation for another time. Right now, I have shit in my armor, shit all over me, and I want to get it off.
Oh, you need help at the washing?
Sure. I can't get the middle of my back.
Oh, Ruby help us scrub your back. Maybe you help a scrub a Ruby back.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
All right, so Phil, he's talking to Katrina. He's like, "Listen, I know it's a little bit more peasanty than what you are used to, but I've cooked something in the fire if you would like some. I don't think you've ever had my cooking." And she just seems ecstatic to see the guy. Like she won't get off of his arm, and they both go over to the fire and start spooning like stuff out of a pot.
So, I'm assuming your mission went well.
It could be.
Is that the lady?
Yeah, fiance Katrina. Yeah, that's her right there. That's her.
So, explanation.
We went and we got the lady, and we came back, and we there's a couple bodies on the way, but we got here.
Understood. Me? At the bar, got shot. He got shot at. Bartender died. Fell in the sewer. Fought a big ass monster. Ended up here. No, I didn't fight him. I ran away. But I know what the hell bit the. What's his name's son? Fuck, I can't even think of his name right now.
It's
Oh,
been
the magistrate.
That dude.
it's been such a long time. Hold on, I'm getting his actual name. Hang on.
I almost forgot he has son.
Yeah, you guys were originally here to find out what attacked Home Dude's son. Hang on.
So, maniacal.
Corvitas. The
Ah,
Corvitas son.
yes.
Yeah. Poe Corvitas. There you go.
Since we're doing the bath thing, can we like heal ourselves or?
Counts as a short rest if you'd like it to be.
All right.
Sorry,
So
Maniacal, you're cursed. No short
how
rest for you.
how does the short rest work? Like, do I have to roll dice or can I just give myself full HP?
Roll your
No,
hit.
it's the hit die.
Yeah, your hit dice are up at the top of your character sheet. You roll them, and that's how much HP you get back.
It's the
It's a
same
1d10.
number of dice. No, it's the same dice that you would gain for when you level up to gain HP.
You only have a
So
certain amount of them in your character sheet per like 24-hour period or long rest.
per
Yeah.
level you get for.
If you can find a dude to suck maniacal, you'll get some HP back.
Yes.
Suck some dudes.
There's lots of naked ones right in front of you.
Ew.
I'm just saying.
Suck on
Bobby
this
has
Bobby.
no shame.
All right, while you guys are doing that, team pincer move, what you guys gonna do?
So I'm gonna head towards a dead end alley. See if that dude will follow me into it.
Okay. All right. So the guy that's following you and who Ren is following, right? I assume Ren is following the guy as you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy is following you. Does not enter the alley. He watches as you go down. Uh, he's looking at you and he can see that the alley doesn't go anywhere. So he doesn't enter the place, but he is sitting there at the mouth of the alley.
Like to the left, right of it, or
Hmm?
is he sitting to the left or the right of the alley?
Oh, he's sitting directly in the middle. He seems to be watching you very, very curious like.
Well, then I'm gonna turn around and be like, "Well, hello, good sir. I seem to be a bit lost. Could you help point me around a little?"
All right, so the guy, knowing that he's made, he attempts to bolt.
I so he attempts to bolt and I don't know, can I stop him? Can I
Sure. How do you want to do it?
I mean, let's see. I know that he's like those weird golemy guys from the house. He's probably going to fight me. So I kind of like rush on him and try to like body check him into the alley so
Oh,
we can get at least a little bit of privacy.
okay. Athletics time.
And as he's Ren's trying to push, I'm gonna try to run towards him and grapple.
Okay.
And biting too.
Yeah, you and Bitey. Why don't you, since you and Bitey are both doing it, you can roll for the both of you. It's just an athletics check, so you roll strength for Bitey.
You can do it, guys. You can do it.
Nice one you rolled there. Okay. So Bitey rolled a 12. Let me roll for Mr. Dude. All right, so the both of you attempt to push this guy into the alley. Together, you end up with enough strength just to stop him in time for Dilfenschmer to arrive.
All right. And I'm going to attempt to grapple and pull him into the alley with me.
All right, strength check. Another athletics one. It's bad.
Crit fail.
How do you? Oh, how do you get a negative or zero?
He's got
I'm
9
negative
strength or
1.
something.
Oh,
Okay, so the guy in the cloak and the suit like throws you all off like with like a windmill sort of thing. He's got a surprisingly low center of gravity and a lot of muscle, and then he takes off.
So he doesn't try to attack us.
No, he's running away.
Odd sort of fellow.
Can we follow him?
You can try, yeah.
Stealthily, or should we grab the things?
He knows you're there.
Yeah, I don't figure there's much room for stealth. Although, I don't know, is he running?
Yeah, he's running on his short little legs. Think of it like Odd Job sprinting down an alleyway.
with the steering wheel. Okay, so we just run after him. I mean, he's already making a scene.
Yes. I'm going to yell out, "Come back, thief!"
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Come back thief. I like it. So the guy is running north. Like you guys are somewhere like where show me where you guys have ambushed him. I'll let you place the tokens.
So kind of over here by these houses below the main intersection, I guess.
Okay, so let me roll here. All right, it's a 6. All right, the guy is running north across this main thoroughfare over here, like the one that goes off the main road. He's jumping over trash can or trash bags and like throwing things in your way, and he's attempting to get out of your line of sight. And he's doing a pretty damn good job of it too. Um, like he goes across the street, and when you yell like "Stop, thief!" a bunch of people turn his way. And let me roll to see if there is a guard in the area. Hang on.
Can Fuse see him?
Well, I'm hoping I'm yelling loud enough that maybe Fuse sees the ruckus.
I was
Fuse,
about to ask that. I
make
was hearing the ruckus.
yeah, make a perception check to see if you hear Dilfenschmer cry out.
I can guild
Yeah.
whistle.
Yeah, you can hear him.
Do I recognize that it is Dilfenschmer yelling?
Yeah, you can hear Dilfenschmer. You recognize the voice.
His ass.
So I rolled pretty low, which
Ginormous dinosaur.
I rolled pretty low for the fact that the guards might be there. So the guards that hear you are actually the corrupt guards that are watching the place. I'm really sorry. It's what the dice said.
Fine, but
So,
He's not sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
how many guards are we talking?
So the ones that are staking out across the road at the inn do not move, but you can hear the clip clop of hooves coming from somewhere over to the east, probably next to the inn. But somebody is coming this way on horseback.
Lovely.
They've got him stopped right there, or are they still chasing?
No,
him?
he's still running. He's running across the road over here.
Oh, so he's running down. Okay.
He's
I'm
running
confused.
toward you.
Running toward me.
Yeah.
I heard the commotion. Do I see all this happening?
You heard Dilfenschmer when you turn over there. You don't see everything, but you do see a guy running your way.
So I kind of yell it over it to Fuse. I'm like, heads up, we're incoming.
Does she know Fuse is over there?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was with
she
you
was.
before.
Okay, I was just checking. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, please let that work. Please let that work.
I brought
when
friends.
we're chasing the guy, he's headed towards Fuse. We hear horses coming towards us. How far apart are we from the short man?
You are within about 30 feet of the short man. He rolled really well on his dexterity check, like his agility. If you guys roll higher, I'll let you get much closer.
Could
Okay,
Bree notch an arrow and put it in his knee?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Can I just arrow this bitch?
Yeah, you can. Ending his career as an adventurer. Yeah.
Especially if I know he's one of those faceless guys. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you can if you want to. You do what you want.
I'd do what I want.
Because I'm going to probably fail acrobatics.
Yeah, you're a scholar, not a gymnast.
No.
You've been rolling your highs and lows, Dilfenschmer?
No, I haven't yet today.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay. So you haul back, release an arrow, and it flies true all the way to the back of the home dude's knee. He collapses onto the road with the momentum of the arrow, but you don't hear him cry out or anything. He's immediately trying to get back on his feet.
How
Alright.
far from Fuse?
You guys are all about the same distance, about 30 feet from him.
All right, so we need to do an acrobatics to see if we can get closer to him.
No, now that he's down for a moment, I'll let you guys get closer. What do you want to do once you reach him?
If I'm within 10 feet of him, I'm going to pull out some poison and poison him.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'm going to do.
All right, let me make a Constitution saving throw for him. What is? Oh, that's DC 14. Yeah.
DC 4. He takes 10 poison.
So he takes 10 poison damage. I'm assuming this is lethal poison. That you're.
Of course.
Okay. So the guy goes, like you give him like a poison spray right in the fucking face, and he aspirates it, and he's immediately hacking and coughing, and blood is coming out of his eye holes and his nose and stuff, and he collapses to the pavement dead. And just as that happens, a horse and a rider come around the corner, and it's a guard in like in like a tabard, and he's like, "The fuck is going on over here?"
Oh, thank goodness, sir. This man stole my Miju. How dare he steal from me?
You don't say.
And I'm going to walk over to him and sleight of hand, place a vial of Miju on him.
All right, do a sleight of hand. All right, the bottle doesn't exactly go into Home Dude's pocket. It kind of rolls out, but it rolls right next to Home Dude's hand. So it might have been like he was clutching it, but the guard has to be kind of stupid. Let's see if he's that stupid. Gonna give him a bit of a check here. Oh, oh, he rolls a 1. So yeah, he's like, by God, he did steal from you. That's awful.
And with the prices of Miju, I can't be allowing some vagrant to be stealing from me like this.
Indeed. Well, I'd hang him, but seems like he's gotten what he's deserved anyway.
This dude's still on his horse, or is he walking?
He's still on his horse. Citizens, I advise you to move on, and I'll take care of this shortly. Thank you for your assistance in catching the thief, though. Not everybody would do something like that.
I only did what a proper upstanding citizen would do. I was coming from the academy, going back to fill out some forms and potentially apply. I want to go work with Miju. It's some fascinating stuff.
All right, I don't need your fucking life story. Just move on.
Yes, yes.
So-
May I keep my bottle with me?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, good sir.
So did this guy come from? He came from the inn.
It seems like from the sound, it seems like he came from around the back of the inn. From where you're standing, Fuse, you can see that. Yeah, there's like at least there's no activity back there anymore.
I'm going to pick up the bottle
he-
and move along towards the north away from them.
So wait, can he? Is it? Are we close enough now that a normal person could see that like the door of the inn is like dilapidated, or like could
No,
I like
you
be
don't
like,
see
"What
the front
happened?"
door of the inn from here, but you can see like if you peer down the street down through the rain, you can see that the back of the inn is no longer occupied.
What
Do
I
I see-
mean is, like, if I were to ask him, like, so what's going on over there? All innocent, like,
Well, I'm going to
it,
have you roll a deception check to make sure you don't give away your intentions, but you're welcome to.
I was gonna try and slip into the back of the inn with nobody guarding it, but I guess I'll have to wait.
I was going to say I was going to push forward to the north to meet up with Fuse and try to, circle around.
do you guys want me to
Maybe
occupy him?
Is that what you would do as a ranger, or like
Not particular.
as Ren?
I mean,
you hate humans, so you're not gonna want to talk to him if you don't have to.
it's true, but I'm happy to dupe them. And I don't hate them. I just they're just my favorite enemy. Um, hmm. What kind of information could we get from him, or like, what do we need to do with him so that he doesn't go back over there?
When you say dupe, did you mean like bow chicka bow wow?
I said, what do we need to do with him? Like,
Dude, that's cool.
like myrtleize him or what?
Why don't you make an insight check whenever you're looking at the guy? And this is your favorite enemy, so go ahead and do an advantage, Bree.
Good, because I'm not smart.
That one was mediocre. Insight is wisdom, so you should be okay at it. Mediocre
Nope.
twice. All right. Uh, all right. So somebody like you you know this human is probably a little bit more formidable than your standard everyday guard. The man is mounted. Not all of them get to do that, and the plumage on his helmet tell you that he is a little bit higher ranked than the just regular guards.
So what are we doing, guys?
I grab Ern's arm and be like, "Let us go, my dear. Let the men work. Perhaps he will take a little while, and he can determine what's going on."
Has Fuse like snuck in the back or what?
Never got there. He was been just standing here watching. I never moved because there was no point.
All right, if you guys are doing a sneaky plan, you work that out. I'll go back to the goat folks at the inn, okay?
Cool.
All right, inn folks. What you want to do? Where you want me to go?
Rui is very liberally and generously washing Bobby.
Ah, so we haven't skipped forward in time at all. Okay, what do you get? What do you want to do other than washing Bobby's back?
I'm gonna wash other parts of Bobby.
Oh, fantastic! I'm so glad I came in on this.
But as it is Rui and not Tora washing Bobby, there is absolutely no like sexual thought or sexual connotation to any of it. Rui doesn't have those kind of thoughts. Tora probably. Rui not at all.
Okay, so what's the plan, inn folks? I mean, I get it. You're in an inn and you want to meet up with the other guys. Just depends. Like, what do you want to do while you're here, or do you want to go out? What do you want to do?
I mean, how dirty is Bobby?
Bobby's
let's roll the
clean.
fucking dice. He just went through the sewers with rainwater and stuff. Hold on,
Okay.
I'm rolling a
I'm
d20 to see how dirty the green man is. It's a 20. He's filthy.
God.
He doesn't know it, but he's got
Like
hair too.
there is shit in his mouth, and you need to get it, Rui.
Rui
Get it, girl.
turns to maniacal. Dragon man, get big, brush, broom, brush, thing of the corner of room over there. Yeah, help, clean
You're
Bobby, help.
Yeah, you're gonna need an assist. This is a dirty
Yeah,
boy.
you're on your own. You and Green Shit Goblin over there can do whatever it is you do. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
sit here.
So enough playing out that joke.
Rui, I do appreciate the vigorous scrubbing in certain areas, but I think we need to move on.
Oh, okay. So Rui like jumps herself out of the tub and does this like full body shiver, shimmer, shimmy thing, and it's like instantly 90% dry and puts her stuff back on.
Bobby just gets out, just naked, and not give a shit, and just starts drying himself off. Well, trying to conversate with y'all, like in a normal fashion, like it's nothing.
Okay, Bobby. What do you think we should do? We have the two brothers here together in the Red Light Inn. Unless the enemy is the shade, like me and Nightshade over there, then they cannot see this place. They cannot come here. What do you think we should do?
Do you know all the services that we can get while we're here?
And then boop boop, Marl is right at your side, and he's like, "This Marl would like to be at your service."
Ah, good sir. I'm rather new to all this. Even yourself told me this is rather peculiar circumstances. I
Yes,
don't
you
know.
should not be here.
Well, then we should leave then.
No,
I don't need.
you are allowed to be here for now. You are under contract, and we take contracts very seriously in the Shadowfell. You have exploited a loophole, which we can respect.
What other things do you provide at this inn?
Mostly shelter and a cloaking spell that keeps the inn from being discovered. You might have noticed that people do not notice this inn. Birds don't land here. Nothing you cannot be scryed on. You cannot be found by magical means or by mundane. You may rest assured that this is a safe place for you to do whatever job the Shadowfell has dispatched you to do.
Are there many other shades in this area?
Currently, there are 0 shades in the city.
Good to hear. Thank you, Marl.
You are welcome.
Good sir, can what time of day is it?
It is now 11 a.m.
Oh, tomorrow. Do you know the Mimsy?
No, I do not know Mimsy, personally. I am a projection of a powerful Fae of knowledge in the Shadowfell. I am currently servicing 7 other inns with people inside of them.
Minky.
He said Mimsy. I thought it was a Fae.
Sorry, I meant Minky.
I am unaware of anything outside of this inn. I am only aware of things inside of this inn because it is connected to the Shadowfell, where I am projecting my consciousness toward you.
Oh, I know all about that.
As for you two, as I point to the young couple, you're never to speak of this.
Oh, don't worry. I feel like I should be leaving Wellton pretty soon.
So, fair maiden, would you like to go with us?
That's rather presumptuous.
What, that you're fair or maiden?
Good question.
She wiggles her eyebrows at you. Wouldn't you like to know? Phil and I are very close. Anyway, yes, I would love to get out of the house. My mother's had me on house arrest for a long time, and I just discovered the tooth fairy is real.
Yes.
Anyway, I just I think this town has gone rotten. Ever since Dr. Torgo came to town, it's really I feel like things have gotten better for people. Everyone's healthier and everyone's I don't know, it seems like everyone's happy, but it's rotten. Everything just goes to shit. My mother especially.
Yeah, can you give us any other information on your mother, dearest?
My mother used to be on her deathbed months ago, and she was older, like she was in her mid 60s. Suddenly, like a man came to the house and said, "I'd like to help." And obviously, I don't want to lose my mom. I mean, she's always been a tough old bird, and she's always looked out for me, you know? So I let the guy in and I allowed him to examine mother. He said he could help, and he came back for regular treatments every now and then, and my mother started to improve. Then the weird stuff started happening. She's not aging anymore. In fact, she looks younger, fresher. At the same time, she's not mom anymore. I mean, I'm not sure what's happened to her, but she's ruthless now and terrible to our servants and to our guards. I don't know what's gotten into her. I just feel like I need to leave.
And
Is-
why did your dad give you guards specifically?
My dad, before he died, which was about a year ago, put the Master at Arms as my personal bodyguard. He knew that my mother wasn't long for this world, and he wanted my guard to be someone with experience. But he's also getting on in years. He's mostly my advisor. You think he's
Okay, so
okay?
he seemed like. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't know him. You do. I was gonna say something about him, but I've never met him because I wasn't inside that upstairs. Is the man that come to see your mother, was that the Doe? The Doctor Doe?
Yeah, the doctor and his thing that he keeps as a bodyguard.
Thing?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
He
would.
have a big ting, kind of it seemed like not a wife.
He's like a knight in black. He's enormous, and if you look closely enough, you can see there's like tubes and tanks and stuff all over his armor. And whenever he walks, there's like a sloshing sound that you can hear. It's creepy. I try not to look it in the eye.
does the
Fascinating.
doctor see your mom a lot?
Yeah, he sees her all the time. My mother has parties at night. I mean, a lot of nights. She does a lot of partying. And days like today, whenever the sun's not out, she really doesn't like the sun. Like She has like blackout curtains in her room, and she does not come out if it's a bright day.
Vampirism?
I wouldn't say mom's a vampire. Like she's not cold to the touch. She's perfectly warm. She interacts with people, and she I don't see her drinking blood or anything. She just like ever since the treatment, she hates the light.
And what about her power of persuasion? What was up with that?
What? What do you mean?
How she made you change clothes and you were about to march downstairs like a zombie?
I did that?
Yeah.
If you say so, but I if my mother has some kind of like thing she does to people, I don't remember.
Okay.
Do you think
So, seems like y'all had an adventure.
It's been a morning.
and Phil, he's like, I do remember going to your house and asking for you. And then suddenly being on the road going back home.
Sounds
Yeah.
like the funny stuff.
The mom does not like you, Phil. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like, I mean, she likes me enough. She doesn't like how I was born. She doesn't like me not being of noble blood, I guess.
Yeah, she turned her nose up in air.
Sorry, Katrina, your mom's kind of a bitch to me. Yeah, none taken.
So this is all true, well and good, but we'll add it to the list. As it sits right now, we need to reconvene with our companions, find out what the hell's going on with the god, and to see if we're wanted in some way.
How was translating the books? Our book.
Ah, yes. It's a pretty much blackmail material for that man. He's been getting paid off to the side by everyone.
Yeah, I get the feeling that might be why I'm wanted, if not you.
And on that note, I'd like to present y'all with an opportunity. Opportunity being to get out of this town, go out into the forest, country, and just be part of the town hall and guild.
Done. I don't even want to know where it is. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Haha, you didn't even discuss pay.
Oh no. Well, yes, but no, I need to get away from Welton. I'll take whatever you pay me. Just give me a place to live and a place to start over.
Done.
And Katrina's like, I'm gonna go with Phil.
Of course. Phil, were you willing to work with us?
Yes, I am. I'll do whatever you need. Listen,
X.
you guys, I don't know you very well, and we met yesterday during a fire, but you really stuck your neck out for me, and I appreciate what you guys have done for me and Katrina. You didn't have to. You even saved my life. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you work for us now. This a good thing. This a good thing.
Easy. Keep our
Technically, you
books in
still work for Bobby.
So let the intern abuse begin.
Technically, they work for Bobby since it's his hall.
Yeah.
We still got to do a mini session about that.
Ah, yes.
You're a very enterprising half orc.
Thank you.
No, it's
Okay.
good.
Okay, so now that they leave, what do we do? How do we go about businesses?
Well, I need you to do me a favor, with your stealthy like. I need you to take a message to. Ah, god damn it. What's his name?
Man, that we are doing the thing for.
Lord Corvitas?
Yes, I need you to send a message to Lord Corvelius, explaining to what we discovered so far, and we're also dealing with some shady individuals. He may hear some things from about us that are not true, and we may be in the dark for a while. And also explain what happened to the inn. just
What
so he knows what's going on.
what happened to the inn?
Oh yeah, uh, the bartender, is dead.
What, no more free beer?
Nope, I'm afraid not.
Then, boop, Marl is next to you. I do have beer, and it is for free.
Oh, Rui take two, bring four for maniacal.
Excellent. I will be right back. And he boops away.
Damn it, Rui. Don't keep asking for too much stuff.
I feel we should not ask for anything more. I think we need to go. Where should we go though? So they attacked me at the inn. We were able to get out of the sewer.
Realistically speaking, I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe someone could say, "Oh shit, Ren and Fuse and Dilf are headed that way, probably."
For we don't know where you guys are or what you're doing at all.
Yeah, and we don't know where you are while you're relaxing in the bathtub.
Let's go talk to Covelius.
All right.
Let's just tell him what's going on.
That's great. What are we gonna do with these two? Like, as GM, as far as this goes, do we need to like extract them from town? Like, do we need to call the carriage to us and get them in the carriage and get the carriage out of town for a while? Like, how do you want to go about this?
I kind of
You
want to send him to the other place.
you can go about it however you want, and we'll make proper rolls for it. I mean, if you make a good roll, like it's a stealth roll or whatever, we're just going to be like, yeah, you got them horses and they're out of town. Or if you get access to the black carriage again, you can have it take them somewhere.
How's that?
It's a good stealth roll. Let me roll for myself here. 17. Okay. So your stealth beats my perception. Okay, you're able to get these two out of town by getting them some mounts and sending them on their way to the proper place.
I want to leave them with like what's a good amount of gold? Like 20 gold?
Yeah, that'll last them for the entire trip, and probably
I
a
like to
little
give
bit
them a
when they
decent
get there.
and they're going to meet up there and get settled in.
Right.
Before they take off, I also explain which room was mine and that one was off limits.
We will not have sex in your room.
Appreciate it.
Probably. Okay, so those two, I'm just going to assume they're out of your hair. All right?
Yeah.
All right. So, what happens if we don't drink the beer? Can we just not drink it and just leave? Would that be too disrespectful?
Like, it's being paid for and it will be dealt with later, but yeah. So you might as well drink it if it's here.
So when you're dealing with the Fae, you accept gifts, but everything always has a price. And the Shadowfell Fae are an especially tight bunch. So you got to be very careful about what you accept and what you don't.
Got it. So, we drink the beer, we're off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys leave, Marl pops over next to you. He's like, "Will this conclude your business at the red light?"
For today, Maro. For today, right now, today, this moment, this will conclude the business.
Very well. I wish you good luck and good hunting in your job here on the material plane.
Thank you, Maro. We will see you again in due time.
He does like a little stiff wave and boop, he's gone back behind the bar.
Okay. I like to,
Dog toy.
I'm even in another room. Damn
That
it.
was perfect timing too.
All right, let's go to the guys at the inn right quick, and you guys.
Ooh, please
can-
do.
All right. I mean, at the other inn. All right,
I'm
you
excited to
guys.
hear how this is going to play out.
What you gonna do?
So the guard, we're gonna move along towards Fuse and meet up.
All right, so let's just say you've met up. The guard sergeant is dealing with the murder in the street,
It was
and
murder.
he's setting off like a cordon and stuff. He's called a couple guys over like for backup. I mean, these guys might be corrupt guards, but they also have to do their job if they see somebody dead in the street.
And we were gonna sneak around to the back, correct her in, and fuse since he's
Yes.
Yeah.
back open
Yeah.
and peek in the window.
Okay. So you guys are in the back of the inn. You peek in the window, and the one you peek into goes right over by the bar. Like it's like you're looking over the bar. There's blood
The one
stains
the,
I'm sorry, what?
one the guy climbed through.
Yes. There's blood stains everywhere. There are chairs broken, and there's a whole bunch of furniture and stuff like broken and strewn all over the place.
Does there appear to be anybody in there?
There's two dead guys right in the doorway, and there's one dead guy by the window. The wagon outside is without a horse, and it appears that they were going to load up the bodies onto this wagon to take them somewhere, but they were interrupted.
And at least one of us needs to go inside and check and see if Bobby's inside. Or all of us.
Hang on just a second. Sorry, I'm getting rid of all the guards I had on there. So you guys are like around back, okay?
Yeah.
And the chimney or the window that you guys are looking in was right here.
Keep an eye on that, Sergeant.
Madam Red, might we trouble you to have a little scouting party for us?
So I can be outside and no one can see me because of the rain.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go inside. Fuses.
Okay. Make a stealth roll. It won't have to be very high since nobody's in there right now, but you just want to make sure you don't crash something and then have attention come down on you. Yeah. You slip into the window, your bulky robot body does get through and you snake onto the bar and down onto the floor.
Um.
That's Phil. Goodbye, Phil.
Okay. You said there's 3 bodies in here.
Yeah,
Can I do an investigation to see if I can tell that they were killed by Bobby's mace?
yes. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, one of they both are killed by blunt force trauma, that's for sure.
All right. I'm gonna move around the first floor and see if I can find Bobby,
All right.
and then, assuming since I don't find them, move up to the second floor and check up there.
All right, the body over here is killed by a crossbow bolt. You can see that because it's sticking out of his eye.
10-4.
Be the body of the barkeep.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm back upstairs. Where was our room with our stuff in it?
You guys had the whole upstairs to yourselves, so you could spread out as much as you wanted. We never went over this.
Okay. Um, not. I'm assuming since I'm not finding anybody up here, right?
The place is ransacked up there. Like everything is tossed about. You can tell people were definitely looking for something up here.
Is any of our gear still in here?
The stuff you have on you is all you got. Like you might have had some supplies up here, like water, maybe a couple of those guard tabards and stuff. Those are gone.
Okay, but nobody else's stuff. No Ren, Bitey, blah 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 blah.
Like everybody's like adventuring gear is with them, but maybe some of your like comfort items like a mirror or like a shaving kit or whatever. Those are all fucked up and thrown about the place.
We're salvaging.
Anything worth salvaging, we'll go over later.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna head back downstairs, and then I guess I need to investigate the room behind the bar since that's the last place.
Yeah, the crates that you see here have been moved away, and there's an open hatch that goes down into the sewer there. You can hear rushing water and smell a little bit of fecal matter in the air.
All right. Is my investigation still good enough to notice like Phil's blood going down the hole?
Yeah, there's plenty of blood around here. This is about the point where Bobby gave him a potion to close up the wound, and then they went down into the sewer.
So there'd be a crossbow bolt laying on the ground and evidence of somebody maybe going down.
Yes, that's correct.
go back to the window and inform Dilf and Ren of what I found. And my logic is to then go down through the hole and see what's down there. What do you guys think?
Well,
Um,
there might be a trap set below us. Maybe we should find another entrance into the sewer and go about it that way.
someone was following us.
They were. They
The
got poison sprayed in the face.
So you guys want to try and find another sewer entrance and come back to where the sewer is,
All right.
or where?
The sewer line runs north to south around here. You guys have no problem finding a grate to go into. Once you're down there, what would you like to do? You go back to the inn and like the base of the ladder. There's nothing much there. I need you guys to make perception checks all around.
Can Ren track and see if she can find Bobby?
Yeah, in just a minute. I just need to know.
Go Don Dilfenschmer.
Wow. Let me bring up my notes on this. Hang on just a second. Bobby didn't see any of this stuff whenever he was in the sewer earlier.
I'm gonna have to light a torch.
Yeah, you don't have dark vision, do you?
Yeah, I'm using my tinderbox and light me a torch. So one of my hands is occupied.
Okay.
And what I think the sight range on a torch is like 20 feet.
You mean your amazing robot eyes can't see in the dark?
That's something that surprised me as well. That I don't have any kind of dark vision.
Okay. So, when you guys are traveling through the sewers to come back to the inn, you guys see like huge debris piles every now and then. But Dilfenschmer, you see that one of the debris piles covers up like a mostly bricked up passage that appears to be dry. Like there's rushing water down by your feet right now. It's not nearly as flooded as when Bobby came through because the rain has slowed down. But you see that the debris pile is actually just like a clever way to hide like the entrance to like a dry area of the sewers, maybe like an older area of the sewers.
Seems to be a cavern right here. I smack the wall. So we're below the tavern. I'd like to do an investigation to see if I can figure out which way Bobby went,
Okay.
or they're
Same.
died down here.
You guys can do that. That now is the time for the tracking. You did the perception check, you did the debris pile. That's what I wanted to get out of the way. All right. So investigation. All right, you see that somebody did bleed and come down this ladder. Either somebody's blood or somebody else's blood was on them. Once they got down into the water, the tracks are, well, difficult to say the least. Um,
Could we have our ranger tracker possibly do an investigation check too?
yes. If Bree tracks Phil's tracks, she'll get an advantage on it. $15. Or not investigation, perception.
Tracking I thought was survival.
Oh yeah, that is survival. Never mind. Sorry. Survival time.
What the fuck? I have a really high survival.
Yeah, I know. All right,
Well,
so
since she can't figure anything out, let me see if I can track him.
you can at least give you guys a direction to go. Blah.
I can't do shit either, Bree.
Hell, I guess it's up to Fuse here.
Yeah, go ahead. Wow. Okay, so the water has washed out many of the tracks. However, the way the silt and the debris has been disturbed, you can tell that they went uh, down. Well, it was with the current, right, Bobby? You went with the current.
They went
So-
that away.
Yeah, they went with the current.
Yes.
Okay,
That
so
away.
yeah, if you want to track him, you go with the current, kind of back the way you came.
And is the cavern that we passed, is it on that direction or is it further up?
Yeah, it's in that direction.
All right. I don't suppose we have a map to go to, do we?
You do, but it's not much. Forget that's here.
Where would the cavern be?
I don't have a map for the entrance to that. However, when you guys get to the intersection, like either you look in the cavern or you look down the sewers, you guys can make another check to see if you know where people are going.
Okay. Um, are we there yet?
Perception.
Let's see. It's survival again. You guys are tracking.
I'd like to look. Can we break the wall down and see what's inside the cavern?
You can if you want.
I want to break the wall.
All right, hang on. Let me look at your rolls here. Ooh, that's good survival this time. Yeah. All right. Bobby definitely did not go into this cavern. He and Phil went further down the current. The water level is a little bit higher here, but there are scrapes and stuff along the wall, like somebody was using their hand to guide themselves. So you want to break down the bricks.
Yeah,
You
and see
guys,
inside the.
all right. You guys are all capable people. I assume that you can break down some bricks. Inside this hole is like a dry part of the sewers. It's all a different kind of like brick. What you guys are in is like a sort of half metal, half like there's brick on the lower part and there's metal on the sides. But here it's like old brick with like a dirt floor. Water doesn't seem to flow through here. It's dark except for a couple little cracks of light that come up from up above.
I'm gonna, I guess, kind of stick my torch in there and see if I can light it up a little better.
Okay. Let me see here.
The whole thing explodes from methane.
I had thought about that, but I was like, no, that's an asshole thing to do. It's perfect. All right, so you stick your torch in there, and you can see signs of like frequent travel. Like there's footprints, like in the middle of the room or in the middle of that particular tunnel, like everywhere. And there's wheel marks.
Interesting. Perhaps we will have to investigate this at some point in time.
I agree, but we must find Bobby. He could be in serious jeopardy.
Yes, yes. Let's find the pretty boy. Although I doubt he's very pretty right now.
And neither are
Yeah,
you.
Bobby's on wheels.
makes me glad the stuff doesn't soak into my skin.
So you guys track Bobby all the way to a particular ladder, like where you guys are now. And there's no blood going up the ladder or anything, but the tracks stop here.
It appears he may have gone up here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we should follow.
Yes, yes. Out to this muck.
All right. Once you guys are up on the city streets, you're somewhere down here, like, and there's no tracks per se that you can follow except for a couple in the mud that are going to the south. Like once they hit cobblestone, it's pretty much beyond you to track them because not only is it cobblestone, but there's so many people just wandering in and about the city anyway.
Well, it seems that we won't be able to track him very well now.
Maybe he was heading for the uh, gentleman who gave us the job in the first place. Maybe he has hope that he may have a doctor. It seems somebody was injured.
Sounds about right.
So I guess we're gonna head for the Noble District. What do you think, Ren?
Surely he's found aid at least.
Sorry, yes, I was letting the dog out.
Hey, it seems like you guys have found a way to get back together. You're all going to meet at the Corvitas household, huh?
I believe that is the next move.
All right, and that is for next time.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.